just calling to say I
What's going on, my people? Welcome to the live stream coverage of UFC 294. I'm David Potter, the Big Dick Bennett of all of MMA, and also newly bald. Father times on the field, ladies and gentlemen. Lots of bald spots, had to shave that shit, and yeah, glad to be here to bring you live stream coverage of UFC 294. Right now, we have 193 people. A lot of people in the comments. Holy shit. Joel Makhachev Jr. gives a clap. Gave me the clap. One Masters LLC. Volk is going for Volk. Volk stepping in this fight on such short notice. The big balls on him. I have no idea how he got through customs to get to Abu Dhabi. Because those big brass balls are going to be stuff of legends. I'm telling you, man. Fucking Volk is a maniac. And getting ready and getting prepared for his rematch, shit's going to be very interesting, I'm telling you. And arguably, the first time they fought, you know, either you saw the other guy win or you saw Volk win. You know, there was no right or wrong answer, considering it was that razor thin and that razor close. And a lot of people were arguing that Volk actually won. But now we get to the second fight, the rematch, and of this much anticipated title fight. Joel says, "Who y'all got?" I'm going for. I'm gonna go with Volk. You know that I love Volk. Every time I see him walk out, every time I see him fight, every time I see him on a fight card, it goes from 6 to midnight, baby. You know what I'm saying? I get harder than Chinese algebra. I am so excited every time Volk fights, and I think it'll be great for the UFC. And you know, Volk deserves it, man. No one works harder than Volk, and especially stepping in this fight with a very, very tough opponent on such short notice. Big brass balls, let me tell you. So, I can't speak Arabic, I'm so sorry, or Russian. Saud Ali, when does the match start? 2 fights in, we're 2 fights down right now. Ended, right now it's all victory for Dagestan. I mean, it was all victory. You know, one fight ended with a great Anaconda choke. I didn't see the other one. We were setting up a little bit late, but yeah, so far Dagestan is 2-0 right now. Joel says Islam and Khamzat for the W's. And by the way, I will be right back. There's actually a knock on the door. I'm so sorry. Who is coming in my neighborhood? I will be right back. Scott, take it away.
calling to say I
What's going on? I am back. I'm so sorry about that. Someone was at the door actually doing repairs. We've had some crazy weather here in New Jersey. A lot of people in the comments right now. Let's check it out, shall we? Saudi says Volk for the win. Blueface smiling, Blueface smiling. This is a safe space for trolls, by the way. So anybody, leave a comment. This is Trump 2024 country right here in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? You can say whatever you want. Whatever's clever. Leave a comment. Join the discussion. We're gonna have some fun today, and I can't wait. And it's so fucking weird. By the way, for fights to happen so early in the day. I mean, it's cool because I get to the bar sooner, and I get to go clubbing and hook up my friends with some soft sixes, and we get to get the night going. I mean, that's awesome. That's pretty cool. But you'll never get used to fights going on. I don't know if it's like that in the comments for you guys, but I'll never get used to fucking fights happening at 2 p.m. I'm not complaining though. I mean, I get done with work early, and tomorrow, by the way, is the first episode of The Hangover. Ironically enough, it's called The Hangover. We're going to talk about UFC 294. All my bros and hoes in different area codes and school windows and codes, please join us for that. MMA Weekly, bring you all the action. A lot of people in the comments. Holy Santa Claus shit. Olga Perez, win. What's going on, Olga Perez? How you doing? Frank Mister, hey, what's going on, man? All in one. Who wins between Makhachev? I'm going to butcher that fucking name. I'm going to upset everybody that's Dagestani. We need a BMF rematch. My boy Dustin should have won. Baddest motherfucker belt. I agree with you, Joel. Great fucking comment. What a big dick bandit. God damn it, Joel. Shout out to you. Great comment. I think Dustin Poirier should have the rematch for the... I think... and I've had this argument too, because back in the day, UFC used to have super fight championships. And if you are as old and useless as I am, and old as useless as Madonna's right titty, you would know and remember when Ken Shamrock fought against Dan the Beast Severn in a UFC super fight. I love the super fight championship. I think get rid of the BMF title or just merge it into and bring back the super fight championship, considering that there's such a lineage behind the super fight championship. But once again, I'm old and useless like Madonna's right titty, so I kind of look like it too with that shaved head. Just saying, kind of look like a cancer patient right now. Troll me about my new haircut in the comments. Your comments are welcome. Justin's gonna win again. Haha, says Palestine. Free Palestine. I love Palestine. I love Israel. I love everybody. So I think that is all fucking craziness going on in the world. I'm glad we can turn our brains off for 3 hours, watch some fights, and have a good time. But my prayers are for Israel and Palestine and fuck politics. Trump 2024, babe. Just saying. The best wrestler, Islam, from Shay Bozbek. I'm going to fuck up your name, and I'm so sorry. Allah Akbar from FaZe Media. What's going on, brother? How you doing? Assalamu alaikum. Who has the link for this stream? Well, actually, you can go on our good friends at ESPN Plus. Actually provide a very good stream at high quality for only $79.99. So, yeah, order it on ESPN Plus. Don't legally download it, or Uncle Dan will find you. And right now, everybody's favorite walking to the ring. He had a huge fro going on, kind of like a flock of seagulls type thing going on for Johnny Walker, representing the great country of Brazil. Incoming, Johnny Walker taking a nap from Jono808. Shout out to you, brother. I'm not too sure about that. I mean, Johnny Walker, I think Johnny's going to make it competitive. I think he's going to make it a competitive fight. He's going to make it interesting. But, yeah. Dagestan and Middle Eastern martial arts is setting the world on fucking fire. Following the footsteps of the great Habib and Hasbullah. Hasbullah, obviously the greatest fighter of all time. Greatest UFC member of all time. The great Hasbullah. Everyone's saying free Palestine. And Palestine. A lot of free Palestine. Ren Cap. I don't understand that. Islam from Kareem. Wins Khamzat fighting. I think he'll be fighting after this fight. So this is going to be the third fight of the evening on the main card. The prelims were fucking panty droppers. Those prelims dropped more panties than a seasonal worker at Victoria's Secret. Holy Santa Claus shit, those prelims were good. Goddamn. 2,411 big dick bandits right now in the comment section, and I appreciate every single person watching, all you bad motherfuckers watching in the comments. Yeah, a lot of free Palestine comments. Yeah, goddamn. You can tell how much this shit is bleeding into other shit. There's free Israel, free Palestine. Whether different strokes for different folks, and I love whether you're Muslim or whether you're Jewish, whether you're from Palestine or Israel. I love you all the same. So no politics here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just fucking have a good time. Let's bust some fights. And I'm gonna butcher this guy's name, but out comes the Johnny Walker butcher, Magomed Ankalaev. Fuck me in the beard. I can't even pronounce this. He's from Russia, ranked number 2 in the world. God damn it. He also has the 4th longest active unbeaten streak in the UFC. 9-0. Jesus Christ. This guy is a fucking butcher, a murderer in the light heavyweight division. 4th highest takedown defense in the UFC light heavyweight division, 86.4%. Holy shit, this guy is fucking terrifying. Magomed is a bad motherfucker. And thoughts and prayers to Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker is definitely going to have his hands full tonight. Yeah, thoughts and prayers for Johnny Walker. Just saying. Hey, when did the match start? Yeah, so we're the 3rd fight in. We have Johnny Walker versus Magomed. I'm not going to try to pronounce his last name because I can barely speak English. I'm that retarded. I can count from 1 to potato. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to try to butcher his name with all due respect to him. But Magomed is number 2 ranked in the world fighting against Johnny Walker. And I'm really nervous for Johnny Walker in this fight. Maybe he surprises everybody. Maybe Johnny Walker pulls something out of his ass. And we'll see what happens. I mean, maybe we change his name to Tampex. He pulls some strings and pulls this win out of here. We'll see about that, Stevie Wonder. We'll see. And they're doing the pre-fight introductions. You know what I'm so thankful for too, and what really gets my dick hard? How the pace of the fights way different. It's night and day. If you guys watch Misfits Boxing and the Canelo fight, it moved at a snail's pace. Like I was fucking falling asleep doing this live stream with boxing. Like fuck me in the beard. In a newly groomed beard. Fuck me in the beard. But it moved at such a snail's pace, and the ambiance was, it was bullshit. It was like singing the national anthem of all 60 countries. I get it, okay? And like the introduction's way too long. The ambiance just killed the show for me. And Misfits Boxing, Mams Taylor is actually going to be on my show next week on Fight World Live, and we're going to talk about Misfits Boxing, but 1.3 million views. Jesus Christ, 1.3 million people did not illegally download it or stream it and actually bought the event. That is the number 1 combat sports seller in 2023. Dylan Dennis, Logan Paul, KSI, Tommy Fury, fucking 1.3 million views, million buys. Insane. But back on topic, yeah, I love the fact that UFC, the pace is so much more quicker than boxing. And
Hey
right
Dave,
now,
we got
yes,
a
sir.
poll. We got a poll up if everybody wants to jump in there and pick who they got, Islam or Volk. It looks like heavy favorite Islam is right now at 80% with 1,600 votes in.
Volk is everybody's favorite bedtime hero. Like, Volk is such a bad motherfucker. Like, how could you not cheer for the guy? All respect to his opponent. And I'm not going to butcher his name once again, but nevertheless, Volk is such a fan favorite and so universally beloved. He reminds me of Charles Oliveira, how universally beloved Volk really is. And we go to round number 1 for Magomed taking on Johnny Walker. Round number 1. Here we go. Oh, God, Magomed is so fucking terrifying. Oh, Jesus Christ. You know how this is going to go. He's smiling at Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker right now taking over octagon control, taking over the center. I think it's very, very confusing. Oh, nice low kick. Nice inside low kick from Johnny Walker. Nice 1-2. Nice jab, trying to feel him out. Take the temperature of Magomed. Especially when you're fighting someone that's so good in wrestling and has such good stand-up and able to keep... Oh, nice high kick from Magomed. Oh, God, fucking terrifying. Now Johnny Walker is on his back pedal. But nice inside leg trip, great low kick from Johnny Walker to get Magomed off balance. Again, I think that's going to be a strategy. Oh, that hurt him. That outside low kick from Magomed fucking hurt him. Jesus Christ. Oh, God, Magomed, and he's giving so many different looks, switching off from southpaw to orthodox. Fucking terrifying. fucking terrifying. And now Magomed, Johnny Walker's on his back pedal. Magomed keeping the pressure. Nice front kick from Magomed. Nice inside low kick from Magomed. Oh, nice counter. Nice right. Rocks Johnny Walker. Inside low kick from Magomed. Johnny Walker taking the temperature again, taking that inside low kick from Johnny Walker. Oh, great. He switched it up, faked the kick, and he went for a right hook. Great strike from Johnny Walker. Magomed switching off from southpaw to orthodox, trying to disrupt the timing of Johnny Walker. And that's why it's so difficult to fight him, because outside the pocket, you're fucked because he's able to open up on you. Inside the pocket, you're fucked because he's able to out-wrestle you, and he's a demon wrestler at that. That's why Magomed's style is so hard to fight. Nice body shot from Magomed. Oh, another body punch! Hurts Johnny Walker! Johnny Walker fakes it and goes for a flying knee. Magomed is all over it. Now he's got Johnny Walker's back. Oh my goodness. He's tighter than Johnny Walker. He's tighter than Tupac and Suge Knight in 1994. He's tighter than my ex-girlfriend's pussy. And great punches to the head of Johnny Walker. And now raining down bombs, being very patient. Now Johnny Walker is going to try to wall walk, shades of Tito Ortiz and Chuck Liddell in 2003. Johnny Walker has to scoot his ass to the cage and actually start wall walking. I think that will be the move. But the pressure of Magomed, even though he's 205, with that type of wrestling and that type of pressure, a 205 pounder will make it look like it's 500 megatons on top of you. It fucks up your breathing patterns. It makes you panic. It completely disrupts the flow of your fight and your game. And Magomed still hanging on his back, being very patient. Nice punch to the head from Magomed. Magomed trying to break down his base and get him down to the deck. Johnny Walker, oh, nice knee right to the head. Oh, but Johnny Walker's knee was down, so it counts as being a downed opponent. So that knee was illegal. And now the referee is going to separate them. A lot of fights back in the day, too, a lot of people would fight. And it's so fucking funny because Rich Franklin was on The Ultimate Fighter. And he said, hey, fight with one of your knees down because they can't knee you or kick or anything like that because you can't knee a downed opponent because one knee's on the ground. So fucking hilarious. Nevertheless, Johnny Walker had one knee down, which means that he was technically a downed opponent, and you can't knee to the head on a downed opponent. And Johnny Walker is a little bit rocked. He has a cut right under the eyebrow. This is why Vaseline is so important before the fight and applying that. So it wipes away and it makes it, it's sort of like, it kind of stays away from the eyesight. It doesn't impede your eyesight. This is where Vaseline comes. It's very, very important. But also, that cut opens up even further. It could impede his vision and the fight could be stopped. And it's on a weird spot in his eye where it's right under his left eyebrow. So very strange. Oh, they're going to stop this fight. They are going to stop this fight. No, they're not. Oh, no, he called off the fight. Johnny Walker pushes the referee. Johnny Walker's got to fucking calm down. They stop the fight. And now Johnny Walker's fighting with the referees. Johnny Walker is pissed off. He's saying to the referees, everyone fucking get out. Let me and Magomed fight. But this fight is over. And I know that big, bald, bearded guy who's always in the media room right now having a good talk with Johnny Walker to calm down, take a deep breath, assess your actions. And he's still arguing with the referees. And now he's talking shit to Magomed. Oh, shit. Oh, a big fight's breaking. Now Magomed is going after Johnny Walker. These guys have to be broken up right now. Madness is happening inside the cage. What the fuck just happened?
Are both teams? Did both teams from each side get into the cage also?
Yeah. And Dana White just got into the cage and went to Johnny Walker and said, calm the fuck down. And he says, get the fuck over to your corner. Holy shit, madness is going on. That is crazy. Yeah, that cut is right under the eyebrow. So I don't know, Scott, if you can give some clarity to the people watching at home and all my bros and hoes in different area codes, but is it a win for Johnny Walker considering that that illegal shot technically ended the fight and caused that cut under the eye or the eyebrow? Or maybe it's a no contest.
I don't know if it's a no contest or if it's given to Walker. That's crazy.
Or we could do a rematch. We could run it back. Magomed and Johnny Walker.
Well, they're both in shape right now. You could do the rematch right now.
You could do that, but athletic commissions are more strict than my second grade math teacher, and yeah, they won't fucking allow that. There's no way.
Do they even have an athletic commission over there? I'm not even sure.
I believe so. Yeah, it's called the the UAEMMAF is their athletic commission. Oh, the camera guy doesn't even know what the fuck's going on. He's like, who the fuck do I film? Where do I go? Dana White's trying to direct traffic. Dana White's pissed off.
Is it still madness, or have they gotten control there in the cage?
They finally got control, but Johnny Walker needed to calm the fuck down. Is it going to be a no contest? Maybe it's a disqualification considering that he put his hands on the referee. It could be a double disqualification. No contest.
No contest. Yeah, I mean, if he put his hands on the referee, that happened after the fight was over, right? So I think all they would do is they might give him a fine, some monetary penalty.
Yeah, bad news bears. And especially, oh my God, Johnny Walker just shot himself in the foot. Because if that illegal knee to the head was the thing that caused that cut, Johnny Walker could have walked out and gave Magomed a loss. If he showed that, holy shit, I'm dizzy, I can't. But Johnny Walker's also a bad motherfucker and a big dick man. So obviously, he's not going that route. But if Johnny Walker was a lesser man, he could have faked. He could have said, hey, I have a headache. Oh, Jesus Christ. It impedes my vision. Oh, my God, I can't see straight. Oh, my God, the cut's under my eye. I'm fucked. And he could have sold that to the moon. And it would have been a win, I think, a disqualification win for Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker could have gave Magomed a loss. But the biggest problem, and this is where Johnny Walker shot himself in the foot, you can't put your fucking hands on the referee. You know, this is basics. This is first day in the gym. You know, like listen to the referee at all times. They are the judge, jury, and executioner. You know, like
you got to treat it like a first date.
Crazy, man. Crazy. Let's go back to the comments, shall we? It's a draw, bro. No, it's a no contest. No, it's the same thing. Yeah, you're right. Or yeah, I stand corrected. Oh, we got a lot of trolls in the comments. Oh my goodness. Jesus loves you, John Phi. By the way, if you like my handiwork, all my bros and hoes in different area codes, now we got 3,000 people here. If you like my handiwork and you feel generous, give a super chat. We'll give you a shout out. We'll praise your name. I might just whip it out on camera. Might show you a real live stream when I go take this camera into the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, consider it. You know, everyone, money's tight now. You know, Build Back Better thanks to Joe Biden. Money's tight. But if you're feeling generous, donate $1, $2, $3, 99 cents. I don't give two Santa Claus shits. I must be constipated because I don't really give a shit. But, you know, donate something. We'll give you a nice shout out and you'll be a part of the stream forever. And everyone will know that you got some money and you got some cash. You Muslim, don't you love your own Muslim fellow? Why don't Egypt, Jordan accept refugees? Holy shit, we're having a fight go on. Politics, we're talking. In the comment section, a lot of people are, Israel, go to their homeland, Germany, America, UK, free Palestine. Oh shit. Yeah, we got a lot of shit going on in the comments right now. Shit is about to hit the fan. It's gonna get out of control in a hot minute. Hopefully the next fight comes on. Jesus is the way. Huh. These comments are fascinating. I don't know if they're just trolls and they're singing the songs of my people, or they're really arguing. But goddamn,
You
a lot
know
of
what?
people are.
I find it rather interesting that Islam, as how close the fight was the first time around, and a lot of people thought Volkanovski won. Only 19% of the people in the poll
Really?
think that Volkanovski is going to win. I'm really
Yeah,
surprised by that.
he is the favorite. As far as from someone that you always love and you always appreciate their body of work, like Charles Oliveira, like that guy, whether he wins or lose, he's got that Ric Flair effect. Like Ric Flair went out there every single night and got his ass whooped, but people still respected him. He's above winning or losing, just like a Nate Diaz, Randy Couture at the end stage of his career, Chael Sonnen. Sometimes you get to that point where you are beyond winning or losing, which is that is the guarantee. Like that is the variable. Either you win or you lose. But what's not guaranteed is having that effect on the fans that they respect you regardless if you win or lose. And Charles Oliveira's got that, and Volk's got this. You know what? He's facing a tough task. The first fight. I sort of think that the Volk won, and I see the argument that Volk won. I completely get it. I'm not going to argue anybody. It's judging is subjective. It's based on the person and it's based on the three judges that might be because there's a lot of particulars in mixed martial arts. Some person could, is a wrestler, grew up a wrestler, trained in wrestling. So wrestling and takedowns are going to weigh heavily on his scorecards. And his top game, if someone's on top, even though if you're in someone's guard, it's a neutral position, that still weighs heavily on that referee because it's perception is reality when it comes to these judges. So yeah, I see it both ways. I see both sides of the coin. Yeah, and it's going to be a very interesting rematch. I can't wait. And Kamaru Usman taking on Khamzat, who is absolutely fucking terrifying. We will find out if Usman can derail the hype train that is Khamzat. And that is a serious fucking hype train, ladies and gentlemen. That is a serious, serious hype train. Khamzat is a problem. But give a shout out to Gilbert Burns, too, because Gilbert Burns was the first person that actually made, hold on a second, getting a text coming through. Sorry about that. But Gilbert Burns, being the big dick bandit that he is and having brass balls, he was the first guy to actually make Khamzat look sort of human. He almost derailed the hype train. If a couple of things fell into place right, I could have seen some variables where Gilbert Burns could have taken advantage and could have won that fight. But Khamzat, he was able to power through, and we'll see if Usman will be able to derail the hype train and the freight train that is Khamzat. And I still can't pronounce his last name.
Hey, we got a new poll in. Chimaev or
Yes.
Usman? Who do you think's going to win? Chimaev, Usman? Everybody make your voice heard. Right now, Chimaev is at a 76% of you think that he's going to win.
Yep, rock the boat. And who do you think is going to win, Usman or Khamzat? Does these guys actually sell the fights? No, we actually talk about the fights, and we talk to you guys about the fights, and you guys are going to talk to us about the fights. So this is what makes these live stream coverages fun, because you can watch the fight, and then you have me breaking it down Barney style, and of course me, the big dick bandit of all of MMA, David Potter, at me on IG, 18,000 followers. I just dropped the Hasbullah meme that just got about 8 million views. Holy shit. Crazy, right? Add me on Instagram. We have a good time. And if you like memes and you're not easily offended, definitely add me.
So Usman, just not by a whole lot, but 25% of the people feel that Usman's going to come out victorious versus Volkanovski's 20%.
Fucking way.
Yeah, which I think in my mind, Usman has the least amount of chance of winning, and Volkanovski, at least closer to a 50-50.
Khamzat just has he is a freak of nature. Does Usman's wrestling, though, neutralize Khamzat's game? Because you gotta imagine, too, a lot of people don't engage with Khamzat and don't go into the pocket and don't like exchange in the pocket with Khamzat, because Khamzat can take you down 9 ways a Sunday. He has many, many ways to get you down to the deck. So that neutralizes a lot of people's stand-up game. But Usman, considering that he has such dominant wrestling, does his dominant wrestling neutralize Khamzat's game? Where now, Usman doesn't fear Khamzat's takedown, so he's able to engage. He's willing to engage and willing to sit in the pocket because he knows that Khamzat can't take his ass down. This is where things get very, very squirrely. This is where things get very interesting about this fight. Kamaru Usman, a former world champion and one of the most dominant champions in UFC history, that undefeated streak, he lost his first fight, but his streak fucking lasted a lifetime. I remember on the Ultimate Fighter where it was American Top Team taking on the Black Zillions, and that's where Usman really popped out to me. This guy was, you could tell he was on another level, that big things were in his future, just from that season of the Ultimate Fighter. As Usman makes his way to the ring, calm, cool, collected, the Nigerian Nightmare, former UFC welterweight champion of the world, born in Nigeria, are 3-3 as middleweights. The ever dominant at welterweight, Kamaru Usman, making his way to the ring and once again trying to derail the freight train that is Khamzat. A lot of people in the fucking comments, what's going on, you big dick bands? I can't speak Russian. I love you guys. I can't speak Arabic, but salam alaikum. Karet's Gaming from Afghanistan, what's going on? Glorious one, free all people. Fuck yeah, free all people. Fuck politicians. I love Palestine in Israel. Fuck politicians. I love all my Muslim brothers and all my Jewish brothers. Life short. Donald Trump, 2024. Sorry about that. But you know what's very fascinating? I just saw Justin Gaethje on the television and gave him some last words of advice to Usman during the open workouts. Usman went for a takedown, and then Usman said it popped. God knows what that means, but Usman has had a lot of trouble with his knees as of late. 7,544 big dick bands right now watching along with me, and I appreciate every single one of you. All my bros and hoes in different areas.
Did you buy Usman's retort to that, saying that it was just driven by unjustly driven by the news media, and how could you hear my conversation with Gaethje? And did you buy that?
They really Usman made a statement about that?
Usman went on to social media and made a statement about that.
Because all these loser media outlets hyped it up like it was hyped it up like it was a tragedy, and they made a mountain out of an anthill, because injuries, nobody goes into a fight 100%. It's impossible. All the wear and tear, all the rounds of sparring, all the things and all the tools you have to put in your arsenal, boxing, Muay Thai, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, you're not going to a fight 100%. But because a lot of these media outlets are not professional fighters and have never fought, and they're expert swimmers that never took a fucking dip in the pool, they don't realize that, Usman's fucking knees have been bad forever. He's a wrestler. He was a college wrestler. Holy shit. Made a mountain out of an anthill.
The tile guy, yeah, read that.
Yeah. The tile guy, Usman looked surprised when they asked him at the press conference too. Like, he looked at Dana like, I can answer that. Yeah. Because with a fighter, it's no big thing. Usman has bad knees. Wrestlers, I have fucking bad knees. I never fought for the UFC.
No, he said, can I answer that? Like, he was like...
Yeah. No, he looked at Dana like, can I answer that? So he looked at Dana White like, can I please answer that? Like, to shut people up? And
I don't think that's what he means. I think he means, do you want me to speak to this, or should I keep my mouth shut?
Oh, okay. Also, athletic commissions too. There is sort of a morality thing that comes into play if they know that you're injured, like they know that something bad happened. The athletic commission can step in. They are allowed, it's in their purview to step in and say, hey, you can't fight. If you have this injury, and it happens a lot of the times too when someone has ringworm, $7. How much for you to whip it out from G Hulo? What's going on, brother? I'm going to whip it out at the end of the show. And by the way, thank you very much for the super chat. You big dick bandit. Look at this guy. Look at Mr. Moneybags over here donating $7.99. That's my motherfucker. That's my motherfucker right there. Flash his comment. He's so nice we got to flash it twice. Please put his comment one more time. Everyone add him on YouTube. Bad motherfucker. Thank you very much for donating. And let's go to Khamzat looking like a fucking to catch the predator. Bad motherfucker. G Hilo. Fucking love you. Yeah, what the fuck is Khamzat looking at? Jesus Christ. And he tries to shake Usman's hand, and Usman wants no part of that. They're trading kicks right now. Nice kick right to the body from Khamzat. Switching up stances, goes for a takedown. Usman stuffing that takedown. Now great whizzer, great takedown defense. Khamzat is high on a single leg, going for a trip. Gets him down to a deck. Usman pops right back up. Gets Usman's back. Now breaks him down. Oh, that top pressure, that top heavy pressure, Jesus Christ. Now has one leg in. Usman trying to work his way up to a base. You know, it goes back to wrestling 101. You got to piss on the wall. You got to break open, hips out, fucking peel that off and escape. But when you have someone that has that type of top game and that type of top pressure, very, very difficult to do just that. And now Khamzat has both boots in, breaking down Usman. Now has Usman's back. Usman is in big, big trouble. He's in deep shit. More shots to the face than Paris Hilton in 2003. Khamzat is riding a little bit high, though. He has both boots in. Usman's up to a base. He's on his knees. And Khamzat's riding a little bit high. He's got to reset himself, reset his posture. Raining down more punches again on Usman. Great fight so far. Very, very slow and meticulous fight from both these guys. Usman right now looks shocked. Yeah, I think when people, you don't know a fighter, Khamzat is so hard to prepare for because there's no one like Khamzat. His top game is fucking terrifying. Oh, I thought that was a punch in the back of the head from Khamzat. Khamzat still has both boots in, riding just a little bit high, though. Usman can reach for his head, or he can bump him off if he can get to his feet. If Usman can get to his feet, he can bump him right off. Khamzat riding high, but the reason why he's doing that is to rain down more punches. Usman doing a great job of staying nice and tight, tighter than Tupac and Suge Knight in 94. Stay nice and tight, tighter than my ex-girlfriend's pussy. Stay nice and tight to avoid getting caught in a choke. 10,000 big dick bands right now watching along with me. And again, Khamzat still riding Usman. Still on Usman's back. Khamzat is so fucking terrifying. Especially when he's on top of you. Shit, I would hate to be his wife. He's a terrifying man. He's a bad motherfucker. Boom. Usman's got to change his name to Tampex, pull some strings, and get the fuck out of this position. Because he's in some serious, serious shit right now. Looking for, still on top of Usman. Usman's got to bump him off. Now going for a face lock. Khamzat going for a face lock, going for a choke. Oh, going for a tight face lock. Holy shit. Khamzat trying to end this fight. Oh, it dumps him right off. Oh, that was a home run. But now Khamzat's still on top of Usman. Usman tried to slam him down because Khamzat was riding high. But Khamzat, even though he fucking ate the canvas, he still stayed on top of Usman. This guy's a fucking machine. Jesus Christ. And he still got a triangle lock on Usman's body. This is very good, especially to decrease the oxygen flow. Staying nice and tight to Usman. Still raining down punches on the head, scoring points at will. Another punch to the head of Usman. Another punch to the head of Usman. Usman's got to get the fuck up. He's got to get up. Usman, Oh, going for another face lock. Going for another face lock. He is trying for this submission. And Usman knows what he's doing, but can he stop him? That's the problem. Everyone knows what Khamzat's going to do. He's going to take it down, he's going to pound you out, and he's going to go for a submission. But even though you know his game, it's very, very hard to stop him because he is such a dangerous and BMF. He is such a bad motherfucker. And people hyping him up like a world beater, I think right now it's pretty accurate considering that, after the first round, a dominant first round, I believe this is going to be a 10-8 round. If I can score this for Khamzat. Very, very dominant round for Khamzat. Fucking terrifying. He is making Usman, a former UFC welterweight champion of the world, fucking having an undefeated streak forever. Usman, who was a world beater himself, he's making Usman look like an amateur. That is how good Khamzat is. And Khamzat is fucking beat up right now. No, Usman's beat up. I'm sorry about that. Scratch that, reverse it. Sorry about that. Going to the comments. What's going on? How's everybody doing? Everyone's still talking about Palestine and Israel. I love both countries, so I'm not going to get involved. Because why would I get involved in politics? Besides saying that Joe Biden is a fucking sock puppet and Donald Trump 2024 or Big Dick DeSantis 2024, fuck Joe Biden. Here we go. Round number 2. And Usman's got to do something. He's got to do something to earn Khamzat's respect because Khamzat has zero respect for Usman's game right now, which is crazy. Khamzat is treating Usman and making Usman look like an amateur right now. That is why Khamzat is so fucking impressive. And now Usman's a little bit more tentative. He's staying outside of the pocket now. Now he knows that Khamzat can take him down. And I said this was going to be either Usman's strength or his greatest detriment if he could not stop Khamzat's takedown. Now Khamzat just has that confidence where he can tee off at will. He can go into the pocket. He looks very loose, very, very fluid. Like he is switching off from southward orthodox, disrupting the timing of Usman, making Usman think and not feel comfortable inside the pocket and trading with Khamzat. Because obviously, if Usman overcommits, he's going to get taken down to the deck. Oh, nice outside low kick from Usman. Great outside low kick from Usman. That's what he's got to do. He's got to gain Khamzat's respect. Great footwork, great head movement, nice jab, pulling out that jab, taking the temperature of Usman, keeping him at bay. Kind of, that jab is a measuring stick. You can see he's measuring when he can shoot for a takedown. And it's so crazy, too, because in the first round, Khamzat shot for a takedown so fucking far away with his head down, which is dangerous because you can get caught in a guillotine. But Khamzat is so fucking powerful that he was just able to power blast double and get to Usman's back. So impressive. So impressive. And it's a slower pace right now. And I think Usman's just scared. I think Usman, Khamzat is making him think. Khamzat making him think, making him second guess himself. Very, very slow pace for this second round, considering Usman now knows that Khamzat can take his ass down to the deck, which Usman has dominant wrestling too. Colby Covington, who's a very good wrestler, was scared to shoot for a takedown against Usman, even though he was an All-American. That's how good Usman's wrestling is. And that gives you an idea of how good Khamzat's wrestling is, because Khamzat was able to take his ass down. Usman taking the temperature right now, throwing out some jabs, trying to give Khamzat different looks, but Khamzat is so dangerous and being so patient, knowing that he won in tremendous fashion in the first round, and that was definitely a 10-8 round. Nice jab right to the body. Nice straight right to the body from Khamzat. And Usman faking that double. Again, trying to make Khamzat drop his hands to set up maybe a high kick, maybe set up a combination. That's why Khamzat is faking that double. Nice inside low kick from Khamzat. Nice right to the head. Nice left to the body from Usman. Nice jab from Usman. Nice right to the body from Khamzat. Slow, methodical pace with 1 minute and 33 seconds left in the second round of this co-main event of the evening. Nice right to the body of Khamzat. That's what you got to do to gain his respect. You got to chip away at the armor of Khamzat. Goes for a high kick, but he was telegraphing that high kick, and Usman was able to read that and get his guard up. And Usman shooting for, actually faking a double. Oh, nice combination from Usman. Sets that up beautifully. Nice outside low kick from Usman. Holy shit, that rocked Khamzat's world. Oh, faking that double again. He's going to be faking those doubles to get Khamzat to fucking drop those hands and set up another combination. Because he just rocked Khamzat's world. Especially with that long-ass beard. Khamzat, shooting for a double leg takedown way far away. And gets him down to the deck. Wow. Even though he shot a takedown so far away with his head down where it makes you susceptible to a guillotine, was still able to complete that double leg takedown. And Khamzat, he's gotta let go of Khamzat. He's gotta let him go. I know he's scared to let him go because then Khamzat's gonna get on top of him, but he's got nothing right now. He's got a head and arm lock right now. He's got him trapped, but again, there's nothing behind it. He's pretty much buying his time. And now Khamzat on top of Usman. Now a knee on belly to control Usman, and that will end round number 2. Wow. How do you score that? Because you got the double leg takedown. This is where I say that judges' perception is reality, and judging fights is subjective, considering that you could have a judge who wrestled his entire life, and wrestling was his base. So, wrestling weighs heavily on his scorecard as opposed to somebody or the judge to the right of him who is a kickboxer and striking and precision striking. That weighs more heavily on his scorecard. So, judging is always, always subjective. I have no idea who won that round.
We have a poll. Looks like the chat room overwhelmingly has Chimaev winning round 2.
Yeah. Well, if 13,000 Big Dick Bandits say that fucking Khamzat won that round, how can I disagree? So, as we go to round number 3.
I don't know if they took into combination Usman's combination. Do you think that was enough to outweigh what Khamzat did?
I don't think so. Because Khamzat there's more octagon control with Khamzat. And now that I think about it too, there was more shoots for another takedown. Usman was able to get out of dodge. That's why Khamzat can't shoot takedowns from far away. And now Usman, it might be too little too late, but now Usman knows that he's going to be shooting takedowns from far away and outside of the pocket. Khamzat has to do a better job of setting up his shots and, having a combination, then dropping down for a double or a single. He's got to set up his shots better inside the pocket. Front kick from Khamzat. Nice right from Usman. Beautiful right from Usman. Fakes that single. Trying to get Khamzat to drop his hands to set up another combination, set up more opportunities. And that's what you got to do with a guy like Khamzat, who so far it has been unbeatable. You got to find opportunities. You got to find tendencies. He drops his hands for 0.5 seconds, just like Usman just landed another right. Trading strikes, trading bombs. And now Khamzat goes for another double leg takedown. Usman stuck that shit. Goes for a high kick, and Usman trips. Now a jab. Now Usman's starting to open up. A little bit. Fast and furious pace for round number 3. Goes for a high kick. Nice jab, nice right from Usman. Great combination. Another left rocks Khamzat's world. A great 1-2-1 from Usman. Oh, a nice left. A nice left. Khamzat's being outstruck right now. Usman lands another combination. Shoots for a takedown. Khamzat was able to stuff that shit. Stuffed it like my ex-girlfriend. Usman's got to change his name to Tampex, pull some strings, and, change his name to Tampon, pull some strings, and try to get the home run, try to get this knockout. Late in the third round, 2 minutes and 38 seconds left in the third and final round. Usman starting to open up, goes for another takedown, low on a single, gets back up, goes for a double, gets the double, completes the double on Usman, and now he is on top of Usman. And he stays on top of him for this entire fight. It's game over. For 2 minutes and 30 seconds, Usman had a good run, especially standing up, looking dominant in stand-up. But then now Khamzat is on top of him. He's going to finish the fight strong, and now he's going to rain down more bombs. And I don't think Usman gets up from this. I think Khamzat's top pressure is top game, especially when you have a very, very good wrestler of Khamzat's ability. He can make, they're middleweights, right? So he can make 185 seem like 500 fucking millitons of pressure on top of you. That's how good Khamzat is, and that's how good his top game is. Yeah, Khamzat is on top of him. By the way, gang, I'm drinking sparkling water. Producer will be very, very proud of me. I'm not drinking a cold one yet. And thank God. Yeah, seriously. I am officially 6 months sober. Not consecutively, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just joking. Cheers. All right, so Khamzat still on top of him. 1 minute left. Staying nice and tight to Usman. Tighter than Tupac and Suge Knight in 94. Tighter than my ex-girlfriend's pussy. More shots to the body. More body shots. More body shots than me in college in Rutgers. Khamzat still staying on top, putting the hand over the mouth to disrupt the tank of Usman and the breathing patterns of Usman. Khamzat is going to stay here, going for a sweep. Usman going for a nice sweep, trying to bump him off. Oh, he does. He circles around, goes for a single leg, and now they're standing up. 25 seconds left. Usman's got to go for the home run swing. You got to go for broke right now. You got to take some chances here. 18 seconds left. Nice kick right to the leg from Khamzat. Nice combination from Usman. Does Usman have enough to get that home run swing? Oh, goes for a big right. Oh, Khamzat trading. Both these guys trading bombs inside the pocket. 3, 2, 1. They fight to the fucking finish. Big shout to both these fucking big dick bandits. What a fucking fight. What a battle. What a fucking war. Wow. One of my favorite fights all year. Jesus Christ. Shout to Usman. Usman didn't give up, even though it was a 10-8, definitely a 10-8 round. In the first round, Usman started to fight back, started to get more comfortable inside the pocket, trading strikes. Shout out to Usman to not give up. Truly, truly one of the greatest champions of all time. Big shout out to Usman. But Khamzat, it's just his time, man. It's just his time. Just like when Usman beat Tyron Woodley. You know, Tyron Woodley's mama in the back said, "Hey, don't feel guilty, Usman. It's just your time." Now the era of Khamzat is here, and Usman, 36 years old, father time's undefeated. You know, he's on the clock right now. If he doesn't retire after this fight, I don't know what he does. It's a good fight to retire on. He showed a lot of heart. He fought against the new big thing, the next big thing in the UFC. He had a very good performance. This would be a good fight for him to retire on. And all respect to Usman. Usman has been one fucking hell of a champion. I have Khamzat winning this fight 3-0. That's who I got winning this fight. And let's see what the judges score this. 13,000 big dick bands right now watching along with me. Thank you very much. And by the way, if you like my handiwork, all my bros and hoes in different air codes with swollen notes and tight chotes, you want to add the big dick band of Evolve MMA, please add me on Instagram, David Potter IG. I just dropped a nice meme for Hasbullah, 8 million views. Jesus Christ, the MMA community's crazy. And shout out to Hasbullah. Hasbullah actually liked it, which is fucking crazy. He's actually at the fights tonight. But 18,000 people follow me. Follow me along if you like my handiwork. As we go to the official decision between Khamzat and Usman, and it looks like that Khamzat is going to win this fight. Yep. I believe that was a unanimous decision. And Usman looking a little bit surprised. You know, he lands some good strikes. And I think Usman is protesting it. I don't know how you could protest that. Usman's kind of pissed off right now. Khamzat on the microphone. Khamzat is a Swedish national freestyle wrestling champion. And right now in the UFC today, he is one of the most dominant wrestlers. I have never seen somebody shoot a takedown from a fucking mile away with your head down and not get caught in a guillotine, not get caught in an anaconda choke, not get the takedown stuff. He actually shot from a mile away and completed the takedown on one of the most dominant wrestlers in Kamaru Usman. That is insane. That's how good Khamzat is. Khamzat is the next big thing. He should be next in line for a title shot. It would make perfect sense, and I wouldn't argue if they gave Khamzat a title shot. I think he's ready. I think he's ready to play. You know, I think he's ready to play with the big dogs now. And he just got rewarded his brown belt in BJJ. Congratulations to Khamzat. By the way, it takes a lot of fucking work to get to a BJJ black belt, even a blue belt. I mean, I've been practicing BJJ my entire life. I'm a soft blue right now. Jesus Christ. But like for you to get the black belt, it takes the 0.1% of special individuals to get that type of rank. Brown belt and black belt. Shout out to Khamzat for getting a higher rank and getting his brown belt. Dominant jiu-jitsu and dominant top game. He definitely deserved his brown belt. And Usman looks disheveled. He looks upset right now. He was actually walking over to the judges and protesting. Yeah, Khamzat.
I think Usman's on his own, thinking he had a chance on winning that.
Yeah, but it was. I think it was a 10-8 round for the first round. I think the second round. I believe the second round. You would have to go towards Khamzat because there was no activity from Usman. Usman was just taking the temperature, was just using that measuring stick, completely in fear of Khamzat's takedown, staying way out of the pocket. But Khamzat can also, he just showed you that he can take you down from a mile away too. He can take you down outside the pocket as well as inside the pocket. He doesn't even have to set up takedowns. That is absolutely insane. He didn't set up, completely telegraphed his takedowns. Didn't even set it up with any type of combinations, and just fucking blast doubled Usman. He's talking to Dana White right now. Do you know, Mr. Producer Man? Do you know what Mr. Khamzat's saying?
I don't have that.
Got it.
You think I'm paying for 2 pay-per-views? I can only afford one, and you got it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Jake's mad at me, by the way, that he's not getting the pay-per-view. You got it.
Oh. Well, he can hang his hat on one thing, that me and Jake actually have a nice show every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Is Fight World Live on Amazon Prime. We are number 5 in the world, Amazon's top 100 sports fan news shows in the world. Next week, we're going to have very special guests. We are going to have Phil Hawes, who's in the corner of Dylan Dennis. Dylan Dennis actually has a huge schedule going on. Big shout out to my next door neighbor, Jersey City. I'm in Bayonne. But big shout out to Dylan Dennis, who completely made a mockery at an event that makes a mockery out of boxing, which is, perception's reality. I think everybody completely shit on Dylan Dennis after that fight, but he was just trolling the entire time, just doing that fucking guard up, saying fuck you, bitch, fuck you, Logan Paul, I fucked Nina. Like, come on, man, it was hilarious. fucking shooting for double leg takedowns. Come on, that was hilarious, man. That was hilarious. That was great. But Phil Hawes, the UFC fighter, UFC superstar, and was in Dylan Dance's corner. He's going to be on the show. Also, the president of Misfits Boxing, the guy who disrupted the entire system, Mams Taylor, is going to be on the show. And big shout out to MMA Weekly for letting me plug my show on their show. So appreciate you, MMA Weekly. One of the first media outlets ever in the history of mixed martial arts. They were covering this shit before anybody did. Before all these news outlets jumped on the fucking bandwagon. Before the show and before Ariel Helwani, there was fucking MMA Weekly. The number one leading platform in mixed martial arts and the longest running platform at that, besides Sherdog and the UG Underground. And who didn't love back in the day? The Sherdog forums and also the UG Underground forums back in the day. Back in like 2001, 2002. And we're talking way back in the day when fucking Tap Out couldn't even afford their domain name and they were inyourface.com and you scrolled over the thon section and played girls, 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 little GIF. That's how old school we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? We go way back. Waters run deep, my friend. And we have 9,000 big dick bands right now as we go to Makhachev. I can't even fuck it. God damn it, I can't even pronounce this. We're going to just call it because I don't want to butcher his last name. Versus Volk. Ooh, they have a trailer going on for UFC 5. I am so excited. Just went from 6 to fucking midnight. I am harder than Chinese algebra right now at the prospect of this game. I don't know why they include Kazushi Sakuraba, but they also have Mike Tyson, and you got the license to Muhammad Ali to go into a UFC game? Jesus fucking Christ. Crazy. Muhammad Ali, Fedor Emelianenko, and Mike Tyson is going to be in UFC 5. That is fucking crazy, man. I'm excited for that game. Oh, I think we're going to have to run another poll, Mr. Producer.
What's the poll?
Uh-oh. Do we got someone that's talking shit to me? Uh-oh. Don't do it, sir. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, I just went... I'll get you, motherfucker. If you did talk shit, just leave another comment so we can run another poll of what color are your mom's panties when I remove them from my mouth after I gave her the old 4 pumps and dump. Please leave a comment if you were talking shit before. I'd love to address you personally and run a poll of what color your mama's panties are. It's only 3:48 on a Saturday. Jesus Christ. I can't wait. Oh my God. We got the entire night ahead of us, gang. 8,000 people watching. They're actually doing Power Slap, doing a commercial for Power Slap. Everyone busts my balls because I love Power Slap. But I can get used to pay-per-views going on at 2 p.m. Get you plenty of time to go to the after parties. Give you plenty of time to go to the bars. I hate working the UFC, especially because, it doesn't get done until like maybe 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. I gotta take a fucking taxi back to the hotel. New York was awesome. I mean, the bars were still open in New York, so that was no problem. I went to Stylebender's after party, ran into Dylan Dez. Who won the game between Khamzat and Usman? Khamzat actually won by unanimous decision. Shout out to you. Assalamu alaikum. As we go to the main event of the evening, Mac taking on Volk. And while they play this commercial, Bobby says, Bobby Mano, big shout out to you, Big Dick Bandit. What's up, brother? Not a huge fan of Power Slap. I don't hate it, but it doesn't do it for me. So that's a great perspective, and I'm glad that you dropped that. I think, any combat sports, you can play every sport with 1 ball. Soccer, football, everything. But combat sports takes 2 balls. You know what I'm saying? Like, I respect anybody, whether it's fucking arm wrestling, whether it's any combative sport. Power Slap is a combative sport considering they are striking each other. And you know what? It's pretty exciting watching it in person, especially at the Apex Center. And Dana White had us all there at the Apex Center during International Fight Week. And, I had some drinks in my system, got a nice vodka, shook the boss man's hand, sat down and watched Power Slap. I got into it, And especially when they're counting down 1, 2, and you can see that guy clenching like he wants to take a shit, like he's about to poop his pants and clenching. He can't move, he can't flinch, or they have to reset, and the guy gets to fucking hit him again. I was pretty antsy, you know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus Christ, it was very exciting in person. I think the money in power slap is taking this to, taking it to arenas, like playing it before UFC fights or something, That way, the crowd's guaranteed to be there and expose more people to it. And the same criticism of power slap came at the UFC, and I talked to Dana White about this, and it's completely identical. And I remember back in the day, and I'm sure our producer Scott does, back in the day where no one gave MMA a shot. They said it was barbaric. They said it was a human. John McCain said it was human cockfighting, even though he went to. Oh, he also said punching people on the ground is inhumane and un-American. Yet he went to a boxing fight after preaching how much MMA was dangerous. Went to a boxing fight where a boxer actually fucking died. Look it up. 1996. He said MMA was barbaric, got taken off pay-per-view, which is a good thing considering that it was able to further the evolution of the sport. But he completely contradicted himself. He's like, "Oh, it's so fucking dangerous," and then he goes to a boxing fight in 1996 where somebody fucking died in the ring, and he's like, "Oh, it's not the same thing." I remember that interview. Fucking crazy. R.I.P. John McCain. Kind of crazy a politician helped move the sport further. Kind of crazy how that works. And as they go to the build-up, we're going to run another poll. I'm going to take a brief break, 1 minute break. I will be right back with you, Big Dick Bandits. Before the main event of the evening, we're going to run a poll. I want you to rock the vote for Mac versus Volk. Who do you think is going to take this rematch? The main event, does Volk get the win, get the W on short notice? Like, I'm surprised he got through customs with those huge brass balls. Very, very surprised. Or does Mac take the rematch as well? And leaving no argument about the first fight and who won the first fight. We will see, but check the polls. I will be back in 1 minute. All my motherfuckers, all my bros and hoes in different era codes with swollen lymph nodes and tiny chodes, David Potter, Big Dick Bandit of all of MMA. I'll be back in 1 minute. Scott, run that poll. Are you running that poll yet, sir?
It's coming.
It's coming? Oh, Scott, can you also say happy birthday to my friend Candace?
No.
Come on, say happy birthday to my friend Candace.
Happy birthday, my friend Candace.
Candace didn't get in your belt! Oh my god, I got him! I got him again! Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Love you guys.
I'm just calling to say I say
What's going on, everybody? So, what are the results of the polls? Who do you think is going to win? Right now, Alexander Volk is making his way to the ring. Scott, who has won that poll?
We ran that poll earlier, and Islam won at 80%. So I put up a new poll. How do you think the fight will end? Either way, whoever wins. Either way, TKO, submission, or decision.
What do we got so far?
We have 52% are saying KO, TKO, 27% submission, 21% decision.
Well, fuck me in the beard. Jesus Christ.
Now, if I go off of that, I would think that most people would think Volkanovski would win if they're picking KO, TKO. What are your thoughts?
Volk cannot let this go and fall in the hands of the judges. He's got to change his name to Tampon, pull some strings, and get the job done within 5 rounds. He's got 5 rounds to do it. He's got 5 rounds to work. And once again, I can't stress this enough. I'm surprised he was able to get through U.S. customs and go to another country with those big brass beautiful balls. He's got big balls to take this dangerous fight on such short notice. But that's the kind of fighter Volk is. He is universally beloved, just like a Charles Oliveira, just like a Randy Couture, just like just like a Nate Diaz, just like every bad motherfucker who would fight anyone, anytime, anywhere. Volk is up to the challenge. He's willing to take that Pepsi challenge and willing to take this rematch on such short notice. You gotta respect him. You gotta respect him for that. So even though whether win or lose, Volk is a winner in my eyes. And this is the argument too to run it back for a third time. Also, if Volk loses this fight, the argument will be that Volk took this fight on short notice. He needs more time to prepare. He needs an actual training camp, and possibly run it back for a fucking third time. So right now we have 10,000 bad motherfuckers watching along with us. 10,000 big dick bandits. We appreciate every single one of you for watching. 3:56 p.m. Eastern, East Coast. Plenty of time to enjoy my night, go to the bar, get MC hammered, do that little shuffle dance that MC Hammer used to do, you know what I'm saying, when he was, back in the 90s. Plenty of time to go clubbing, plenty of time to go out with the boys, pick up some soft sixes, and call it an evening. God damn it, I can get used to pay-per-views at 2 p.m. because, Jesus Christ, Scott, New York City is next month, and if I gotta go home I gotta take a cab from New York to New Jersey. If I gotta do that at 4 a.m. again, holy shit. I missed all the after parties too. I missed Stylebender's after party, and Scott's like, well, fucking do your job, bitch. And I'm like, okay, fine. Like, I was gonna bounce out and just bounce out and just, go party. Go party with Stylebender. Ran into Dylan Dennis. Shout out to Dylan. One of my boys. Used to take boxing classes with him and jiu-jitsu classes. I love him. Not a big Dylan Dennis fan. And Jake Hatton also is not a big Dylan Dennis fan, and both of those guys broke my balls to no end about Dylan Dennis' last performance. But I saw it as trolling. For Logan Paul, this was the most important fight of his life. To Dylan Dennis, it was Saturday. He was partying the night before. It was fucking hilarious. It's trolling the entire time. 6 rounds of trolling, and he got paid over $1 million for it. Big shout out to Dylan Dennis. Big shout out. And right now, Mac making his way to the ring, a former teammate of everyone's favorite Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Is Khabib walking in with him?
I don't see Khabib right now. I do see the head coach of AKA in his corner, and I also see 2 of his teammates as well. He has the longest active UFC win streak at 12. Second highest significant strike accuracy in the UFC lightweight history at 60%, and the third highest takedown accuracy at 62.5%. This guy is a bad motherfucker. And Volk somehow, some way, made him look human in their first fight. And if you're on one side of the spectrum or the other, whether you thought Mac won or whether you thought Volk won, you got an argument, because it was so razor thin. So razor thin. And they will go to the official introductions for this fight. Volk looks fucking mean right now. He looks ready. You can tell that he never exited fight camp. He's been in fight camp probably since over the summer, since his last fight. And they weighted identical at 155. Volk actually stepped on the scales at 154.5. And Islam stepped on the scale and weighed in at 155. So only 0.5 weight advantage. I have to poo from Melissa. How about you stop being so sexy? You shit with that ass, baby girl? God damn. Great comment. As we go to the official fight announcement, Bruce Big Dick Buffer about to call it. Oh, man, I am so hyped for this fight. I am hyped to the tits. I can cut glass with these bad boys right now. I am so excited for this rematch. I didn't think it was going to come this soon. Did not think it was going to come this soon. But just like a blind chicken porno, I never saw it coming. Or blind chicken gangbang. Never saw it coming. Yeah, you get the joke. You get the reference. But did not see it coming so soon. What do you mean? Volk just had surgery and was out for 2 months. Really? Let me verify that. Scott, producer man.
Yeah,
Didn't
he had elbow surgery.
Oh, he had elbow
And
surgery.
he
Got it.
started training again around the 1st of September. Partial
Really?
training. Yep.
Really? Well, he definitely looks like he was never out of fight camp because Jesus Christ, he looks in great shape. You know, he's obviously come ready. And when you're fighting someone on such short notice, it's impossible to come ready. And you know, look at Conor McGregor fighting what the fuck's his face? Chad Mendes on short notice. You know, it's impossible to get that championship fight ready in such a short period of time. But Volk looks like he hasn't skipped a day of training since he last fought, and he last fought in the summer, correct? He last fought
Yeah,
international
July
champion.
against Jair. And yeah, he had to lose quite a bit of weight. He had to drop at least 20 pounds.
Really? No fucking way. Volk smiling, calm, cool, and collected. Bruce Buffer with one of the greatest. I fucking love Bruce Buffer's ring announcement for Volk. He is so fucking intense with it. 24-1 Islam, representing the great country of Russia. He is a minus 250 favorite. Get those bets in at DraftKings, and if you want to win some cheddar cheese, you can also bet on Volk. I believe Volk is a plus 300 underdog or a plus 200 underdog. Scott, can you verify that for me? Or someone in the chat? One of you big bands in the chat?
I don't have that info.
Sure. All right, fair enough.
I'm too lazy to get it.
It's okay, sir. It's okay. You're the brains behind the operation. You don't have to. Don't move, Scott. I got this. We got this. Don't worry about it. A lot of respect between both these gentlemen, Mac and Volk. Both these guys know what they bring to the table. Definitely respect each other's game. They want to touch gloves. Of course they do. I'm going to let you guys decide how I bet on Kings. Michael Foster, why not win some dough? Fucking bet on Volk. Why not? Go for broke, kid. Bet 100 on Volk. Fuck it. Right now, pawing, using that measuring stick, nice inside a low kick from Islam. Still using that measuring stick. Both these guys are touching gloves, trying to measure the distance between going in the pocket and being able to hit and get hit, and staying outside the pocket, where obviously both these guys, their styles where they land combinations and they back out of the pocket. So they're in and out, just like me and my ex-girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? Or a Tinder date. Still pawing out, slow pace. You don't have to blow your load in the first round, especially when you got two guys that respect each other's game, and both these guys have plenty of weapons in the arsenal. So, you don't have to blow your load and try to go for a submission, gas out the arms, try to go for a huge combination or the fucking home run blow. Oh, nice high kick from Malik. I pronounced that wrong. Islam, sorry about that. Goes for a double A takedown, shoots for a takedown, and stuffs that fucking takedown. Stuffs it like a Thanksgiving turkey. Great stuff from Volk. And now Islam backs him against the cage. Now he's got to fight for double unders. There you go. Now Volk has a complete body lock, circles around him, backs him up against the cage. Beautiful from Volk. Great technique. Great mechanics. He's got all the intangibles, all the mechanics down. Both these guys are at their stage of the career where, there's not a lot of flaws in their game. Both these guys. And Volk still has him backed up against the cage, still backing him against the cage, and still landing strikes. Islam landing knees to the stomach, knees to the body. Now pressing, now trying to circle away. Oh, now he's got a Muay Thai plum from Islam. He's going to shoot and fire off some knees with that Muay Thai plum. Volk has to rip the arms off and circle. There you go. circles, backs him up against the cage. He's got to break away that plum. And how you break away a plum, especially when you have... Oh, he does. There you go. Took the words out of my mouth. Volk still has him backed against the cage. Circles out. Beautiful. And now they disengage. Now it's a fight. Now they're back in the center. Great exchange from both these gentlemen. Nice kick to the body from Islam. Both these guys pulling out the jab. Taking the temperature of both of these guys. Oh, nice. Nice left from Islam. Volk is fighting orthodox stance. Oh, nice outside low kick from Volk. Fighting orthodox stance while Islam is fighting with a southpaw. Nice high kick! Rocks Volk! Holy shit! Volk is out! It's all over! Islam wins by knockout in the first round! Islam, holy shit, Volk is bleeding bad.
Is he out? Is he out cold?
He's not out cold, but he's bleeding. He's got a really, really deep gash, really deep cut. That fucking kick rocked his world.
Fuck.
More shots to the face than Paris Hilton in 2003. Volk is hurt. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Just a high kick?
A high kick and followed up with a combination of punches and rained down fucking bombs.
Shit.
Holy shit. Islam will win this by knockout.
I didn't expect that.
Didn't expect it so soon. He left no doubt. Left no doubt. But again, you can make the argument too that Volk took this fight on such short notice. So why not run it back for a third? I would love Volk to run it back with a full training camp. And just like one of our big dick bands in the comments, in the chat, mentioned that Volk was out with injury and didn't start training again he started training again in September, correct?
Beginning of September, light training, not full training.
That high kick went right past Volk's guard. You got to keep a nice tight guard, and you got to keep it tight to the head. And Islam, that kick was able to break right through to the top of his head, rocked Volk, rained down more shots to the face than Kim Kardashian in a Ray J sex tape. Holy shit, and Islam will win this by knockout.
Well, you know who wasn't surprised is our chat room. They picked this fight would end. The chat said it would end over 50%. Said it would end by KO TKO.
Yeah, Islam is a bad motherfucker. Bad motherfucker is Islam. Jesus Christ, look at that high kick. Holy shit. Kicked his head into the third row. Well, fuck me in the beard.
Wow.
Volk was out.
Wow. What's the look on Volk's face? Is he pretty just disappointment? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely disappointed. And when you're a champion like Volk, you have to look at that performance and say, shit, you know? And Hasbulla is in the cage. Posted a Hasbulla meme on my Instagram, 8 million views. And Hasbulla actually liked it. He's there right now.
That's cool. That's crazy. So what does this mean? Is I guess he'll be fighting Ilya in January?
Maybe.
To defend the featherweight?
But he is fucking terrifying, so, yeah, terrifying. Islam is a problem. He is a problem. Father Time's going to have to beat him because I don't see anybody right now in any division that can beat Islam. Scary, scary cat. A lot of people in the comments. A lot of people saying, free Palestine, free Israel. Assalamu alaikum. Khamzat did win from Khamzat Assem. Big shout out to you, brother. Oh my God, and we're done with this event at 4 p.m. Plenty of time to take a shower, rub one out, go to the bar, pick up some soft sixes, and call it in the evening. Wow, I can get used to this, ladies and gentlemen. I can get used to pay-per-views because New York City, Jesus Christ, I missed Stylebender's after party. I ran to Dylan Dennis when the bar was closing. My cousin got to enjoy Stylebender's after party. Volk is an animal from Gerard Keatling. Islam won from King Eli. Pon said, damn. Cheetah Fly says, no one's beating Islam anytime soon. I have to agree with you, Brandon. Shout out to you, you big dick bandit. Where is Habib? He is not here. Yeah, he's not here. Very surprising. Very, very surprising he's not there. Especially in the corner, because the head coach of AKA is in the corner. UFC 5 cover, curse, bro. Jesus Christ, I just realized that. Holy shit. Edwin Ramos with the comment of the night. Fuck yeah, man. I just realized that. The Madden curse and now the UFC video game curse. It's fucking real. Ronda Rousey. Well, John Jones was actually on the cover and he didn't suffer the curse. So, well, he got busted for steroids and, you know, doing mounds and mounds of cocaine. It's okay, you know. Sandblasting hookers and cocaine, why not? You know? Different strokes for different folks, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Volk was out, man. Volk was out. Ali Rame, see, coming up. Volk Slam TF. Rustman, what's up, man? How you doing? How you doing? Did you know? Yo, bro, Islam gonna smash Volk. Yeah, he did. You were absolutely right, man. Bangalore Park, are they fighting now or is it already done? Yeah, it's already done, man. First round. And still, fuck yeah, man. Head kick by Islam. Islam won. Easy win for Islam from Innik. Islam's rehydration tactics win via TKO. Great fucking comment. Well played, sir. Well played. Trolls sing the songs of my people. I fucking love trolls, man. This is why this is a safe space. This is Trump presidency in the comment section. Trump 24 in the comment section. Freedom of speech fucking rules in this comment section. Vote fans, give me my money, y'all, bro. Give me y'all money. And Kaiser Irfan, undefeated. Yes, still undefeated. Jesus Christ. And we had 11,000 motherfuckers watching along with us. And I thank every single one of you leaving a comment, trolling in the comments, leaving your opinions, letting your voice be heard, communicating with me, and having a good time with me. It's only 4 p.m. on the East Coast. I'm going to literally take a shower, rub one out, watch probably something on Disney Plus, and then go to the bar, pick up some soft sixes, and call it the evening. Call it a Saturday night. Fuck yeah, man. Hype to the tits right now. Hype to the tits. Muhammad Islam won via knockout. Yeah, Islam won. Volk has, oh shit, I can actually sort of see the bone. He's got a cut over his left eyebrow, right above the brow, but he's got a cut directly on the eyebrow, and that is a deep gash. Holy shit. That does look like a pussy on his face. It does. Oh no.
Do you think that would keep him out of a fight in January, or does he have enough time?
I mean, you stitch him up. You can stitch him up if with a good surgeon, with a good stitch job. I'd say it would heal probably in 4 to 6 weeks, give or take, depending if the skin takes to the stitches. Down Gamey, Alex and Usman washed up, no more wins ever. Usman should retire. I agree with that. Alex, I don't think is washed up. He took the fight on short notice and also was coming off an elbow injury. Didn't start training until the first week in September. So,
and it's not even his weight division.
Not even his weight division either. A lot of respect. So, boys and girls, all my bros and hoes in different area codes with swollen lymph nodes and tiny chones, this is David Potter. David Potter, the big dick bandit of all of MMA. Add me on Instagram if you appreciate my handiwork, David Potter IG. We appreciate everybody for tuning in for the live stream coverage of UFC 294. We'll see you tomorrow for the hangover. I love every one of you motherfuckers. We'll see you soon. Peace.
calling to say I say I'm just calling to say I